Who you are and what you're doing in the band, please.
I'm Adam, I play drums.
I'm Danny and I am the vocalist.
I'm Jason I'm Jason and I sing and play guitar.
Sing.
So can you tell us a brief history of what's happened since you've started the band?
Condenser.
Condensed down.
Well, awesome. There we go. That's the
It's
answer.
awesome.
We've been together like with this lineup for 3 years. We released our first album last year, September. And we've kind of been touring ever since, pretty much.
Can you tell us about what your album Portraits is about? Inspired you to?
The name is mainly just the song. Like the song is on its own. Like we didn't have like a massive concept for the album itself, but the song Portraits is about like the story of Dorian Gray, which is like about decadence and loads of things like that. But like the album has like loads of different meanings. Each song is individual itself. It's not a running concept, but it's a pretty positive album about like it's mainly anecdotal. So it's all about stuff that's happened and how we've dealt with that, and how I've dealt with it. Jay's but it's about.
Sweet. Alright, what's your favourite track to play?
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know.
Each thing, right?
Oh, okay.
Well,
Each
like
say alright. Each say
What's your
alright.
favourite, Jason?
My favourite to play live is probably actually, funny enough, it's These Words Aren't Safe for Us. And even that's the song that I've played the most out of any other song we play, but I don't know, it's the most simplest song we play. Therefore, I don't have to concentrate as much and I can just feel it a little bit more. So yeah, it's my favourite, I think.
Mine's Anything with Teeth. I think like it has the most energy live, and we all get into it really, really well, and the crowd love that song, so that's my favourite.
I like Wax Wings. I think it's fresher than our other stuff. I haven't played it as much, and it's pretty fun to play. But also, I'd say probably These Woods or You and I depend on the crowd because they're really well known songs. So that can be fun just seeing the crowd get into it. But on a personal note, I like Wax Wings.
Okay, what's been the highlight of your year so far? Well,
Mine is there's two for me. The whole Attack tour, meeting those guys, being on the road in such a high profile tour, going to America first, like that tour was like the perfect tour for us. We didn't have a bad word to say about anyone on that tour, and it was just an amazing opportunity for us to push in America on our first tour. We were on like 1,000 cap venues and sold out every night, not ever worrying about. I mean, we've been a band that's, you know, you always get to a venue and worry about what the turnout's going to be like, and that tour there was just none of that. It was this gig's going to be awesome, the sound's going to be awesome, the kids are going to be awesome, and it was just like. It was real positive. It was positive.
It was easy to do, so it was easier to have a good time. It was easier to chill out and relax and not worry about the normal shit you normally worry about.
And my second one was going to Japan. It was such an amazing experience. Like, I wouldn't like to go there for longer than like a week because it's crazy and I didn't really understand anything, not even McDonald's. But it was an incredible experience, especially going out with two American bands, Confide and Persevere, which was awesome because they're wicked dudes as well.
fans over there, same as they are over here, I think crazy about.
It's weird, dude. Like,
it differs from state to state. Like
Japan.
Oh, Japan. Oh, sorry. No, yeah,
Weird.
Japan are crazy. Like the Japanese they're very respectful people. So way more respectful than anywhere else in the world I've been to. They speak when spoken to, and that's the same with the gig. You don't like finish a song and just hear like some noise, like it's completely silent. And they clap, they cheer, and then they're just silent.
Till the nail.
And then and you can try and interact with them, but because we can't speak Japanese and they don't really understand English, they don't know what they're saying. So it's more of a just you get on, you do your set, hopefully they enjoy it, you get off.
The culture's crazy as well, dude. Like, if say here, like we'll play England and we'll play America, and America on a grander scale because the fans are a little bit more crazy there for like hanging around. But in England, people tend to say, good set, have a photo, have a signature if they want, and buy some merch and leave, or give you a hug and be like, awesome. And America's a little bit more, they want to like chat to you and they want to know because you're English and it's a big thing out there. But Japanese people, if you're playing in front of 600 people will stay and have photos. You don't get away with having no photos, and the label when we were out there had to put us back in the dressing room and say, look, you've got to go in because the kids won't go home. They come back around, you do all the photos and the kids come back.
It's one of those places, like the UK and America are so oversaturated that, you know, even if kids, like say, like a band comes to play a show, kids know they'll be back in 6 months' time, like most of the time, if there's buzzing around that band. The Japanese don't get that, they get a tour, you know, they get to see their favourite band once every 2-3 years, so it's a bigger deal for them.
How would you sum up Bury Tomorrow in 3 words?
Winner, chicken dinner. Oh, that's cool. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner.
Mine's not really as good as that. Yeah, heavy, melodic.
Brilliant.
Attractive.
Good word.
Great word.
Mine is good word.
What can
fucking sexy times, that's mine.
let's count that.
You liked it?
Yeah, that's
I
good.
saw it. I saw it in your eyes.
So when people come to see you, what can they expect?
A lot of energy, a good laugh. We try to have a laugh with the kids that come see us. Like Dav has got a very good sense of humour when he's on the mic half the time. So yeah, just a good time to have a laugh. Not serious. Like, you know, we're not one of those serious metal bands. We just want to have a good time. Like, that's literally it. We want to have a good time, and if the kids are having a good time, no matter what they look like, what they wear, who they are, then we win it. Like, you know.
We want to be positive as well. We're really blessed to be in the position we are, and there's a lot of bands, like millions of bands that want to be even where we are, like, and we're not anywhere at the top of the game, and like we're incredibly blessed to be where we are, and we want that to be portrayed in our music, our live show, that we give 100% every night, regardless of whether kids are into it or not. Like, we played shows where 1,000 kids have stood still and just looked at us, and you know, like, it is hard and disheartening when you come off stage, but when we're playing, like, we want to interact with everyone, we want to meet people. We don't want to meet people and go, oh yeah, here's our merch, go and buy it. We want to go, look, we want to meet you personally, we want to have fun with you, and we want you to come back and go, oh, that's Danny, that's David, that's Jacko, Jay, Smeddy, you know, like, and know us like that, instead of knowing us as putting us on a pedestal, because putting artists on a pedestal, you know, they're only going to be there for so long, so.
Yeah. What are 3 bands that you'd love to tour with that you haven't already toured with?
Realistically or non-realistic? Well, non-realistic. I'd like to tour with Metallica, one of my favourite bands. Incubus, one of my favourite bands. Realistically, I'd like to play with bands that I feel like we can play to their fans and they'd like our music too. So bands like Parkway Drive, Devil Wears Prada, bands that we could benefit from, and I feel that, you know, the kids would enjoy our music as well. You know, a tour that would broaden our band and hopefully get more kids involved with our band as well. So
I'd probably say, as Jay said, bands that would like enhance our crowd base as much as it is, and so bands like Bring Me, Parkway, Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, exactly the same for me. August Burnt Drown as well.
Yeah, and on Earth, just because they're kings of breakdown.
So you're recording a new album in early next year?
February.
What's this about? What's it called?
We haven't actually decided. We're just writing. We're writing right now.
It's about space, but it's the one thing we'd say is it's about the progression of Bury Tomorrow as a whole. It's about us showing what we can do to the potential. It's like every album you try and push yourself to be as good as you can do, and this album is going to be pushing us to the max.
There's been a huge gap, like, between Portraits and the one that's going to come out next year, just because a lot happened after the album came out here. A lot happened to our band internationally, and it meant that we had to release our album in other countries which were at different points of the year, and we've had to tour them countries in
sequence.
I say sequence. Yeah, you know, and so it's been drawn out a lot. So there's been a big enough gap for our sound to have matured, because we played with so many bands and heavily influenced by the bands we play with more than any other bands. So we played with a lot of technical bands. We played with a lot of synthy bands. We played with a lot of a lot lighter bands than us. So all of those are influenced on what you'll hear on our new stuff, because there's been such a gap. It won't be the same as Portraits, but we want to take the stuff that we love from Portraits and just put a new spin on it, and something that's for now, for like time now. Because I feel Portraits, when I listen to it now, like I try and listen to it with an outsider's mind, even though it's hard. I feel it was a year and a half ago, as far as the scene's concerned. So I expect something a bit more in time.
And it's with Portraits, it was made up of like songs that we've been playing for like 3 years. Like we had songs on there that we wrote when we wrote like Casting Shapes, and these words aren't safe for us. Like songs that had never been recorded, we put them on the album because we needed songs to put on the album. Like Repair the Lining was written at the same time as Casting Shapes, and Casting Shapes came out a year before our album did. And it was like, with this album, it's all fresh, it's all new, it's like hook lines, it's gonna be awesome.
It's written.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's written as a whole rather than bits.
Yeah.
Like portraits. Like we had potentially like 18, 19 years of my life to write that album, because it was the first album we ever written. This one we've had a short amount of time, but we've done more in the past since the album came out than we've ever done as a band. So we're much more influenced. So
it's heavier and lighter as well.
It's going to be cooler just because it's more of one package rather than.
But the heavier bits are heavier and the lighter bits are lighter, and that's all we've ever said to people when they're like, oh, what are you going to do next? And it's just push those bits. We want to be the most extreme, and we're not scared to say we're metalcore. This album is definitely metalcore. We're trying to bring it back, and in the days of old Betrayer and the days of Still Remains, we want to bring it back.
So you can push your old album out there and be better than that, a lot better.
It'll be a lot better than that.
I wouldn't. I'd going into it thinking that it was going to be worse would be a bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if people think it's not as good as that's their opinion, but
personally, we think it's a lot better because obviously we've matured as a group and as artists individually as well.
Yeah. I think that as fans we have right now who love Portraits, I think they'll love the new stuff, but I also think the new stuff is going to appeal to.
It's a lot more like Wax Wings. Like Wax Wings is cool because it's the newest one we've ever written. So it's a lot more like that.
So what are you doing over Christmas apart from New Year writing a new album?
We've got on Tuesday we're playing the Ghostfest Extra Smash in Leeds. So that should be pretty cool. And then after that, just writing. We're gonna have some time off over Christmas with families and friends and stuff, and then January, as soon as the new year come back in, we're gonna go straight back into the writing studio and just carry on.
We go on tour. Yeah. We go on tour with Attack Attack in January. It's gonna be awesome, dude. They're very, very good friends of ours.
Oh, so yeah,
and those guys gave us the best tour of our lives, and it's about time we bring them over and give them some UK advice, and it's going to be awesome, dude.
Who replaced her while she sleeps? Because there was.
It's kind of like because it was rescheduled. While She Sleeps are doing a lot of different things, and we got asked to do it by Attack Attack a long time ago, but we were actually on tour because it was around the same time we were in America.
Yeah.
We got asked to do the tour, but we couldn't do it. So when they rescheduled, naturally, being best friends with that band, they were like, "Come on, join in," and Attack Attack. And just couldn't be on it on that.
Yeah, it was literally just a matter of the dates got rescheduled, and While She Sleeps already had tours lined up, and we're on the same management, so it's kind of like with our management, it's just you put bands into the best slot where they can go, and While She Sleeps had tours, and we didn't have a tour for that slot, so we've got to put it in there. So it's a shame. We would have loved to do it with While She Sleeps.
Yeah, there are boys.
It's just the way the music industry works. Sometimes you just got to go with it. So.
Alright, well that's it. Thank you very much for the interview.
Oh, thank you very much.